Hi there and welcome to today's vlog. Well, believe it or not, and I find it hard to believe, today is exactly 1 year since we moved back to Doncaster on my retirement. It's hard to believe, and the old saying about time flying, it certainly seems to be true in this case. So there you go, and we move on to our second year. Now, you may remember that if you watched the last vlog, that I talked a little bit about a former footballer called John Hartson, who became very, very seriously ill with cancer that has spread to his lungs and to his brain, and how one of his sisters posted an update on Facebook and says, "I'm not religious, but please pray." And there were lots of people who supported the family through prayer, and how prayer makes a difference. But one extra point from what I was saying last time is that, of course, prayer is a way that we can call out to God, but prayer at its heart is not just something that we use as an emergency service when we're in trouble, but it's the expression of our relationship with God, a daily walk with God. It would be strange if we talked to our husband, our wife, our family member, our friend, or even our work colleagues only when we need something from them. That wouldn't seem to be a very healthy relationship. But so conversation, communication is part of an expression of a relationship. So prayer is something that we can use all the time, even in the times when the going is really good. And of course, through prayer, God communicates to us as well. Now, the follow-up from that conversation that vlog I did last time about John Hartson's book is a fascinating and quite moving little passage in the early part of John Hartson's autobiography. Remember, he was a little lad who loved football. He had a football around most of the time, kicking it even on the way to school and on the way back. Any spare moment, he would be out there kicking a football around. And he describes an occasion where it was the first time as a young boy he'd played in an actual team. He was playing with some lads, I think, who were a bit older than him. And he really got stage fright, to use an expression. Let me read a little bit from the book. "I walked into the centre of the pitch feeling like a small ice cube lost in a cold sea. The wind whistled round my ears. Or was it a real whistle? The other players washed all around me. My knees knocked and I couldn't see properly through the salty water pooling in my eyes. Mum and Dad didn't realise. I could see them jumping up and down, bobble hats nodding, hot breath steaming from their smiling mouths. 'Come on, John, run round and get warm.' I tried to move my legs, but nothing happened. I was frozen with fear and cold. When a very big man in a black shirt and shorts crouched down beside me and ruffled my hair, tears finally tumbled down my cheeks. 'I want to go home,' I sobbed. 'I'm freezing cold and I want to go home.' 'Go on, run around and get warm.' I heard the shouts from the sideline, and I wanted to run, but I just stood rooted to the spot. At half time, I was led off with numb legs and my heart as heavy as a leather ball. 'Never mind,' Mum said with a big smile. 'Let's get you warmed up, love.' She wrapped her arms around me, and the familiar smell of her perfume made me feel better. Dad said, 'You'll be fine next time.' I looked into my dad's dark brown eyes and saw something that made my heart instantly feel lighter. Even today, I find it hard to describe what I saw, but I will try. It was like looking into a deep well, so deep I couldn't see the bottom. It was full of love and encouragement, inviting me to take as much as I wanted, willing me, in fact. It was a look I was to see many, many times more as he supported me down the years, often when I didn't deserve his unconditional support. What a wonderful image that is, isn't it, of his dad's eyes, just speaking of love and support and encouragement, even though in that first match John had failed so badly, and in other ways through the years, yet Dad was still there, loving, supporting. And just so reminiscent in a way of the love that God has for us. We fail him, we mess up, we get things wrong, we can't even live up to our own expectations. But God gives us so many words of encouragement in the Bible. For example, Jeremiah 31, I have loved you with an everlasting love. God's love is for us. And Zephaniah 3:17, he will rejoice over you with singing. It's like a newborn baby. God looks down on us and there's love in his eyes. So even when we mess up, when we get things wrong, when we're in trouble, when we feel that we've let God down, if we look into his eyes, what we see there is love and grace and forgiveness. What a mighty God we serve. God bless you. Thank you so much for listening today.